878.
One more time.
07951 826 878. Better to get us on sistahspace1@gmail.com. Sistah is spelled SISTAH, digit 1@gmail.com. sistahspace1@gmail.com. You know, it's not late to turn around. It's not too late, because the cycle has to be broken. If your child is brought up without a balanced family, like male and female, if possible, because sometimes the uncles, the nephew, other people can substitute, but if you are a father, it is your duty. Nobody else's. Are your children looking for university to go to, and you don't know that your child is looking at universities? Where are you? You should be going also. Did your child go? Is their child finish exam? Ask them how they did. Have interest in your child. If you don't, you're an abuser. I'm sorry. Okay?
Don't be sorry, sister, for speaking the truth. What was that phone number again?
07951 826 878. Now, my background is one of a secondary school teacher. And I remember the amount of times that parents would come to me in the school and say, I'm glad that you're there because these teachers are racist and they're treating my child this way and that. Let me tell some of you parents something. Go and look at your child in the morning. After they go around the corner and they hitch up their skirt and they behave in a way, or they're disrespectful to teachers. This I say to you. This I say to you. If your child has a problem with a teacher at school, it isn't your child's job to argue with the teacher. It is your job to go and find out and speak on behalf of the child. We have to raise our children to have discipline.
And respect.
And respect. And when we see that brothers, and as I said, it goes both ways. So some of you sisters, let me talk to some of you sisters now, because you know you're doing the wrong thing, okay? You got some brothers who maybe it's an immigration issue, but for you to tell a man, if you don't do this, that, or the other, I'll report you to immigration, or you keep throwing him out for silly reasons. It's a two-way street. We have to take care of each other. And although our organisation looks after the sisters, because it's predominantly sisters
that are abused.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, there's no two ways about that. It's like we're all up in the 90%. Okay.
So it's night and day. Really?
Night and day, and it's in the football season and stuff like that. That's when we get most of our Christmas. What? Holiday season, summer holidays. That's when we get overloaded because, you know, some of the brothers get frustrated and they can't take it out on their boss or man out a street. So you come and you take it out on your woman. Whether you say you don't put your hand on her, but you call her filthy names. She who gave birth to your child or not, or she who you lay down with. If you can behave like that, then you belong. I don't know where you belong.
Let me give you an example, an incident I personally experienced in Chicago. See, in Chicago, there was this attitude among what they call baby fathers, the baby mothers, right?
Which is such a terrible term. It's like the person doesn't have a name.
They call it baby mama, right? But there was this prevailing attitude among these baby fathers that because they've had a relationship with a lady who's got a baby for them,
yes,
even if that woman is in a relationship with someone else, they're still entitled to her.
Wow, yes.
Right?
This is so good.
So one of my friends met one of these sisters, had no idea of her previous relationship until she met her son.
Yes.
But he married her anyway because he loved her.
Yes.
And the father of the son would come on a Friday night and pick up the son and bring him back on Sunday night.
Right.
So every time, he told me the story, every time she would go to take the boy downstairs to his father, she would come back and she was withdrawn.
Wow.
And he thought it was just the fact that because she was giving her son to his father, why she was withdrawn. So one day he asked her, why are you always withdrawn when you come back from taking your son, our son, because as you call him, our son, down to his father? Abuse
right under his nose.
Listen to this, listen to this, right? She said, I want to tell you, but I don't know how to tell you.
Yeah.
This brother of mine is 6'2", weighs about 240, goes to the gym every day, and is well endowed in terms of his physicality. So she called me and asked my advice.
Yes.
Muhammad, what would you advised me to do. I'm at my wit's end with my baby's father.
Right.
What do? I said, well, tell me what's the situation. She told me, I said, tell your husband. That's why you have a husband, to tell him what you're telling me. She then told me that this man was telling her he's entitled to sleep with her, even if she got another man or married someone else. Cause
that's what abusers do.
Right, because she's his baby mama.
That's what, listen, because I'm running out of time, I've got to say this, right? Eyes and ears open. Abuse is happening under your nose. It may not, it could be you that's going through the abuse. It could be your child. You know, because abuse can come through the internet and all those things now. You know, you have to be vigilant. If you suspect anything, you can go to the police and you can ask them to do a welfare check, right? Or you can come to Sistah Space and we'll do it. But if you suspect something, or if you're going through something, I beg you, tell somebody. You don't have to suffer one more minute. I'm sorry, brother.
No, tell you, because that's what you're... Well, here's the thing. So the sister told her husband. The following week, the baby father came for his son. The brother sent the sister down first and followed up to the front door.
Wow.
Then opened the door so you can hear him telling her. Of course, he moved out on him, dragged him through the car window, put a beating on him. And I mean, in Chicago, when you get a beating, you get a beating.
I'm not saying anything.
I'm just keeping it real.
Yeah.
And you know what? He never came and used those words again.
Yeah.
He came for. He said, you know, this is personal between me and my wife.
Absolutely.
She is your baby mama, but she's my wife. And I'm letting you know, I will protect my wife against people like you. And he gave him a beating and a half.
Coward. He's a coward. Yeah.
And the next week he came, he didn't say anything. Picked up his son and drove off.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the occurrence never occurred again.
Yeah.
So I'm saying,
sisters,
it's time for brothers to step up and protect the sisters. And if you go,
whether they're your lady or not,
exactly,
we have a responsibility to each other. And I'm going to make it clear again. Some of us are suffering in silence. Some of us say it's historic. It happened 20 years ago. No one will listen. Yes, you can still report it. Abuse is abuse. It doesn't have a time period. Okay? Or you may not want to drag it up again, but you should. If it's affecting your life, and it probably is, you need to talk to somebody about it. All right? And also, I ask of you, those of you who have got young children, anything from 12 up, there is this jump-in business where the gangs jump a girl in. And we heard about the 13-year-old, and I've told the story many times, of she was jumped by her boyfriend at 13, but he got everybody to jump her. Then they inserted a mobile phone on this young girl and took turns to ring it. I'm going to talk plain. They took time. If you ever know what some of us are out there doing to each other, we have to start the thing now. It's not, the time to be silent has long passed. Yeah. So now, not only is her body destroyed, her mind is also gone.
Of course. Yeah.
When you rape sisters, sexually abuse them, and then pass them around for everybody else. And another thing I've got to say, please try to not shop in these shops that do not respect us. Let me not call
you mean Asian shops? Say that like that. These Asian shops,
right? These people do not respect us. We go there, we buy their hair, right? Choice. We buy our products from them. They're making money out of us, and they don't have any respect for us at all. So we will go in there as an elder, and they'll say, "What, darling," or speak to me in a language that I don't know, I don't understand. I don't shop in those shops. If my life depended on it, I'm not going to cut my nose off to spite my face. If I need water and that's the shop that's open, then I'll go and get water. Apart from that, I do not give them my money. Yes? All right? Because we're so used to being abused in our own homes. And this is generational. We're talking about the Windrush era. We know that a lot of our parents, our parents went through domestic abuse big time. Yeah? And we're just numb to it. We're used to it. We saw it all the time. We thought it was normal. And so it continues. I am the God force in my house. It means that I take from the Most High. Okay? And in my house, those things cannot happen. I have a wonderful son who I'm very lucky. It would not even occur to him. Yeah? But just to back it up, he knows that I said, if I ever heard you so much to say, yo, to us, because you have a choice. If something is offending you, walk away, yeah? And I give thanks because somehow, 4 children that I've got, they've managed to understand we don't do that.
You have good guidance, and it's you.
I give thanks.
I want to read something for you, speaking about these Asians in our community. Someone sent me this text. It says, the government of India would like to thank black women for taking the money they could use to send their children to the best private schools and universities and using it to buy fake hair so we can send ours to the university. Your insecurity and lack of racial pride has made us rich.
But we mustn't attack, we must educate.
You go girls, it says.
Yeah, I hear that, I hear the sentiment. But what we need to do is not attack and blame, we need to educate, okay? Because I find that when we talk to each other, we get it. Sometimes we're so numb that we don't even realise that we're putting the black pound in someone else's pocket, and we really need to. So I do things differently now. I will attack verbally a perpetrator, but I'm not going to attack
the victim of the perpetrator.
Yeah, because we have to look at why we're doing these things and how we can re-educate, because since the Black Panther movement, movie, there's a movement. You're seeing sisters with natural hair. You're seeing us take pride in ourselves. And I have to actually look at the brothers, because a lot of the brothers, and I'm going there, yeah, if the sister is not light-skinned, white, long hair, all these kind of things. So here is the dark sister trying to put the hair on their head so that the brother can see them. This is the truth of the matter, yeah. As a darker sister who grew up in an era when, you know, you would hear the brother saying, yeah, I like my lighty, and she got, and address our hair like nappy hair and all them kind of things. What natural instinct wouldn't make you want to be loved? So we're talking about educating our girls from early to love self, and my children love self. And anyone who comes around me, I love myself so much, I'm frightened.
Well, that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Well, you know, but sister, you see, for me personally, let me just, when people hear me on this radio station speaking the way I do, they ask me, why are you so fervently in love with black women? And I'll tell them that
I'm in love with you for just saying that, you know. But it's just so refreshing to hear.
But I tell people why. For me, it's a very simple thing. I'm an African lion.
Come on.
Straight up, no argument, no discussion. I'm an African lion.
Yes, dear.
To produce myself, you have to be an African female lion to produce my seed that looks like me. There is no second guessing, no thought about it. African lions only mate with African lionesses, period. That's not racist. That's me protecting my gene.
And we all have a right to our personal views and preferences. I know where mine is, okay? I know where mine is. But I represent Sister Space as I speak, so I speak carefully. And truthfully, if you, whoever you are, like whoever you like, that is your business. But you should never disrespect a sister. You know, because we hear these men talking about us like, I don't even know, like, look at her, she's not even black, she blick. I mean, you hate yes, I was on the bus and I heard these school children, they must have been about year 10, year 9, so I don't know.
They're 13-year-olds.
And they're on the bus. And don't forget, I'm a secondary school teacher, yeah? And I remember one time coming out of, there was a young woman, she came to, she was very rude. Now, these teachers had a habit of sending all of the children they couldn't manage to my class. Because I don't play, I'm going to tell you straight up, yeah? I have to leave my children a morning time to go look after other people's children in school. Then them children are not going to disrespect me. So in the end,